In ministry, when you have young children and no outside help, how do you keep the proper balance in your home? Well, my heart goes out to you, because if you're a single mother and it's just you, and you have to be the provider, the counselor, the doctor, the driver, the one that goes to the school, the PTA, everything like that, it is really hard. It is really hard. What I suggest, if there's no family support, you need a good support base. Hopefully, I don't know what families, sometimes families can pitch in and help. And sometimes you may have to network with some other single mothers that you guys can kind of take turns and watch the kids one for another. You have to build a support base and a support team. You know, you just have to do that. Ministry, I would say that you're not limited into how God can use you, but you are limited as to the quantity of time God can use you, because your ministry is in your home. You don't need to neglect your children for the church. So if you have a call of God in your life, you don't need to be at church all the time and you're leaving your kids with somebody else. I suggest that if your children are small, if they're small, that's a good time for study and preparation. I don't think when your children are small that you should be in a traveling ministry. I don't think when your children are small that you should be in a ministry that demands you to be at the church, a lot of hours, that type of thing, unless of course you have the kind of support team, support base, and help that you need in terms of babysitters and grandparents and nannies and cooks to help you do things. And then you have to make sure that the time you spend with your children is quality time. Okay. If you're a single mother, I was a single mother. My son was 12 or 13 when I came to the Lord, and with one child. I have two children. My son is 42. My daughter's 22. But they both were almost raised like only children because I had them so far apart. But I found that was a challenge for me sometime. Just balancing that. Then you need time for yourself. So if you're part of this church or another congregation, I would suggest that maybe if there's a singles fellowship or a singles group, you can't group up with all kinds of women, because then a lot of them will just, compromise your faith if they're not walking with God. But I say to get a good support base, and you need some help. Amen.